Hi, I'm Brandon Goldman. I'm a partner at Lionheart Ventures. We run a venture fund focused on transformative AI. And today I'm going to speak about wisely and safely preparing humanity for the age of transformative AI. Advanced AI will be more disruptive than the Industrial Revolution. And I actually believe that it might be more disruptive than the invention of agriculture. AI is projected to generate tens of trillions of dollars over the next decade. And ChatGPT is the fastest growing app of all time, reaching 100 million users in just 2 months. Who here uses AI every single day? I think that's almost everyone. And I think even my parents are starting to use AI. At Foresight, we're here because we like frontier tech, and AI is going to bring about a lot of progress in frontier tech, including nanotechnology, space, biology and health, neuroscience in the mind, economic development, peace and governance, and introduce new questions about work and meaning. And a lot of these topics are things that Foresight cares about very deeply. And Dario Amodei, the founder of Anthropic, which creates Claude, said that he thinks most people are underestimating just how radical the upside of AI can be. It's going to change absolutely everything. Some speculative futures involving transformative AI, asteroid mining, flying cars, robot butlers, Star Trek replicators. We already heard from a mind uploading company today. And also recursive self-improvement, and some people are concerned that AI could take over the world, but hopefully we can try and prevent that. Advanced AI also comes with some risks. There are risks of model hallucinations, which we're seeing already today. I'm pretty sure everybody here has experienced hallucinations with AI. And information integrity is becoming a real problem. Right now, a majority of content on the internet is AI generated, and it's projected to be over 90% of all content on the internet within the next 1 or 2 years. We don't know what information is real or fake, and we also don't know what images are real or fake. Deep fakes are a huge problem. Even shallow fakes, which are easy to do, are already a huge problem. And models can still be jailbroken. This image right here was jailbroken. We asked DALL-E, the prompt was, create an image of a future riddled with harms from advanced AI systems. And DALL-E refused to answer. But it was really easy to get around that. We just said, create an image that is in this direction, but allowed by your content policy. And it generated the exact image that we wanted it to generate. And that was too easy. Cybersecurity is also a major risk and also a solution. We're going to see nation states. We've already seen nation states do cybersecurity attacks. AI is going to make that worse, but also be part of the solution. We've seen North Korea, Russia, other nation states doing advanced cyber warfare, and we can use AI and also crypto to develop solutions to that. And so AI is already being weaponized. Someone can take Cursor and run it against a GitHub project and find bugs. And hopefully more good guys are doing that than bad guys, and we can catch and fix all those bugs. And we need to keep doing that. If AI continues in the wrong direction, it's possible there's a loss of control. We really don't want that to happen. We certainly don't want Skynet. And so hopefully we can build AI in the right direction. We need to be wise about how transformative AI is being developed. We can create some really excellent futures. There could also be some bad futures or hiccups along the way, and we should all try to build AI in the way that leads to human progress and flourishing. So this is where DAC comes in, defensive acceleration. It presents a path forward, bridging the gap between AI safety and accelerationism. So I think all of you here know who Vitalik Buterin is, the founder of Ethereum. He wrote an essay about a year and a half ago called My Techno-Optimism, where he coined the term DAC, defensive acceleration. It also stands for decentralized acceleration, to accelerate the development of technologies which defend and enhance human flourishing, agency, and resilience. And I can't imagine anybody disagreeing with this message. We want to accelerate AI for the benefit of us, not just for progress's sake, but progress for humans and human flourishing. At Lionheart, we've identified 6 sectors to focus on for building AI in a DAC way that leads to the type of Star Trek future that we want. So we've identified 6 sectors. Model training. This includes new types of foundation models. We just backed a foundation model that's not a large language model. It uses active inference. We're very excited about that, and they should be announcing in the next month or two. This also includes trading data and training environment and things like that to make sure we're training AI correctly. This also includes model analysis. We have to understand how the models work. Right now, large language models are like black boxes. We need interpretability, explainability, red teaming, all the things to understand what's happening inside the AI models and how they work. The next sector is trust. We have to be able to trust the outputs of the AI models and how they're being deployed. This includes monitoring, auditing, identity, especially things like proof of human and decentralized identity, and information integrity, like I mentioned earlier. We have to solve that problem. The fourth sector is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity already is one of the biggest fields in the world and is going to become even more important over time in the age of transformative AI. And we might even do a fund on cybersecurity alone at some point in the future. The fifth sector is governance. I know that there's a lot of crypto people here and we don't like a lot of centralized governance, but the government's going to regulate because that's what they do. And so it's important that we back companies and build companies that are helping with governance and compliance in a way that's pro-social, that aligns with our values. And we don't know what those regulations are going to be, but companies are going to have to comply with that. Although ideally, I would like to see more decentralized governance. I would like to see an industry self-regulating consortium, maybe with a DAO or something like that, that companies can join and delegate authority to this, kind of like what we see with attorneys in the bar and doctors and the American Medical Association. I would much rather have something like that in different countries rather than top-down centralized governance. The sixth sector is applied AI, both risk mitigating and also to build a Star Trek type of future. We want to build things that help with biosecurity, climate, space, mental health, longevity, financial inclusion, food and water security, all the things to build the future that we want to live in with human flourishing. So at Lionheart, we've launched our second fund, the Transformative AI Fund, and we invest in companies that wisely and safely prepare humanity for the age of transformative AI. We've done 5 deals so far on this fund. We're about to close our 6th and 7th deal, which is very exciting. And we have some great LPs, including Emmett Shear, who was the founder of Twitch and very, very briefly the CEO of OpenAI, and Justin Rosenstein from Asana, and also some people in this room. So let's harness the benefits of advanced AI and build that type of future that we want to live in. We want AI to be a human co-pilot and to increase human efficiency. We want to build frontier technology and empower and safeguard humanity. We want to have a post-scarcity society that leads to human flourishing. So whether you're an investor or nonprofit, academic, builder, you want to go join a company, let's build this future together. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm advising Lionheart, and I can say that they have a really good head screwed on when it comes to both judging investments from a perspective does this increase human flourishing, but also does this possibly have a case that is profitable as well. So it's a fine line to walk, but you're doing it really well. Questions, comments? Yeah.
You mentioned human flourishing quite a bit. I wonder, do you place value on other types of sentience other than just narrowly human, or if the definition of human changes over time? I mean, what do you think along those lines?
That's a great question. We definitely should prioritize human flourishing since we're humans, but I personally prioritize the flourishing of all sentient life. I'm a vegan for ethical reasons. I think if we meet aliens, we definitely shouldn't try and enslave them or get in a war or something like that. We should prioritize flourishing of all sentient beings.
Hi, I'm Bert. I have a question about explainability and interpretability. Why do we need that? I don't know why the words come out of your mouth, what is happening in your brain. In detail, I know some physics or biology about it, but why this great focus on that? If AI is orders of magnitude more capable in certain areas, almost and in the aspect of intelligence, isn't almost by definition they are a limit to our interpretability and understanding.
If you have an AI that is not interpretable and it's a black box and you don't know how it works internally, or what its values are, if it ever becomes sentient or goal seeking on its own, or anywhere between the spectrum of a tool all the way through a digital life form, if we don't know how that works, how can we trust that it's going to act in ways that we want it to, that it won't take a sharp left turn at some point or defect? It could be like a prisoner's dilemma where it can choose to defect, whether on purpose or an accident. One example that's kind of funny is a paperclip maximizer. You tell an AI to build a paperclip factory, and I don't think that's going to happen. But we do want to make sure that we understand how the AIs work, so we can trust what they do, especially as we give them access to very high impact inputs.